Yo, what it do, YouTube? Today's video, I want to chime in with a quick impromptu video. And today's video, excuse me, is going to be very important, very important. So I need you to follow along very closely. Now, this is a "I told you so" video. Yes, this is a "I told you so" video. I told you I am a natural born psychic. I am psionic. I have psychic abilities. Why do you think I have a spiritual channel and I make spiritual content? Why do you think it gravitates and I resonate with this information so easily? Why do you think you gravitate and resonate to this information so easily? Okay then. Now this is a very important video. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. Just came out on the news that LeBron James was a part of the NBA sports betting gambling scandal. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. And it all started to make sense yesterday. Yes, it all started to make sense yesterday. You see what I'm saying? And then also I want to say shout out to my homie Daniel. You see what I'm saying? You know, let a nigga stay over while it was raining and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. You know, because it was just like a major fucking storm. It's supposed to be probably like storming for another couple days out here in California. And then like closer to like, they say like this week or closer to next week. But I think it's this week. It's supposed to be like more sunnier days and shit like that. So hell yeah, just shout out the homie and shit. That was some real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, if you've been following along with my channel, I went through a lot of major setbacks in the last like what, 5 years. You see what I'm saying? So I really made it to the other side. Pause, no diddy. You see what I'm saying? I really made it to the other side. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is I don't want to necessarily say like I crossed over because I didn't sell my soul. I'm just naturally talented. And I know a lot of people gonna say, well, there's no way that you can even get in this business without crossing over and selling your soul. That's true, but it's not true, and I'm gonna break it down to you. And this video not even about this, but this is a part of this. So I have to explain this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been through some of this shit myself, so that makes me a perfect advocate to talk about this stuff. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people may just be finding this channel. Like I see in a comment recently, that one of my subscribers left. This is one of my original subscribers. Said they was watching my YouTube channel, King603 Joey. I got 12,000 subscribers on that, 2.8 million views. That was the original channel I started back in 2011. But I didn't start doing videos on that channel until 2014. And I blew up on that channel. I started to travel the world. I went to Australia. I went to Hong Kong, you know what I'm saying? I got a chance to experience California and all that type of shit. I've been to other multiple states too. This was before I started to blow up, like on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't sell my soul. I didn't cross over. It was plenty of chances for me to cross over because I recognized opportunities and stuff like that. It was just, you know, just things that was abnormal that was happening that doesn't normally happen to people where I come from. I'm from Harvey, Illinois. That's still Cook County. That's Chicago. You see what I'm saying? Some people call it the South Suburbs, but if you go there, most definitely not a suburb. You see what I'm saying? So don't let that fool you. It's still Cook County. You see what I'm saying? Same county, same shit. It's just packaged up differently. So, you know, I've been going through major setbacks. People been stealing my shit. Like I had a $10,000 Pelly coat. You see what I'm saying? Motherfucker stole that shit. You know, when I was leaving Australia. It's a lot of shit y'all don't know. You know, motherfuckers, you know, just trying to set me up, trying to have me killed. This last go round for me coming back now for all like why I'm on the street right now and stuff like that. It's because motherfuckers was trying to set me up. My own family was trying to set me up and have me killed in fucking Arizona. You see what I'm saying? And some crazy shit. And I think my ex-girlfriend and her family was a part of that shit too. So like I said, if you've been watching videos on this channel and been paying attention to what's been going on, then you already up to date and you know what's going on. I'm not outside because I'm a bum or no shit like that. I have a job. I work off my phone. You see what I'm saying? And I do surveys. You know, it's good money, but at the same time, when you out here by yourself and you don't really have help like that, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, I got my homie Daniel. He cool, and you know, I'm still making friends and shit like that. And I got some other, you know, homies and shit, but they going through their own stuff. You have to be understanding. That's the thing that's wrong with people. people don't understand that no more, or they don't want to understand. You have to understand that life happens, regardless of who you are, regardless of how much success you have. You know, you have to understand that things in life, they just happen, and that things ain't gonna always go your way. You see what I'm saying? Regardless, even if you do the right thing, I'm telling you, you can go even ask people who've never been in trouble a day in their life. You could do everything right, and you know, sometimes, you know, God might still throw obstacles in your way just to test you. You know what I'm saying? Just to see where you at mentally and stuff like that, where to see where you at spiritually, etc., etc. So, you know, I understand that, and I'm just going with the flow. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, yeah, I might be going through my own situation and stuff like that, but at the same time, like I said, it's been things happening, been rigged, you know, trying to blackball me and all that type of shit, trying to have me killed, sacrificed, excuse me, and I survived it all because, you know, I'm a triple OG. I'm 30 years old, 30, you know what I'm saying? I turned 30 this year in January, you know, out there by myself. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to the people that did say happy birthday and all that shit. But I don't care about that. My birthday finna come up again. My shit January 8th. You see what I'm saying? Same day as Elvis, same day as R. Kelly. Yeah, I know, unfortunately. And there's some other good celebrities that birthday was on January 8th. But them the only two people I can remember who birthday on January 8th is Elvis Presley and R. Kelly. And there's some other people, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. But but yeah, man. So like that's why like I'm in this current situation right now. I'm currently getting myself out of it slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? If you like I said, if you've been watching my videos, you can see the complete transformation that's been going on. So you know I'm working on things. You know Rome wasn't built, you know, in a day, but you know it's no excuse. You know you got to take things day by day. So yeah, man, that's just a little bit of my backstory of what's been going on recently. I've been sabotaged. Motherfuckers trying to kill me. So how can I sell my soul and crossed over if motherfuckers doing all this extra shit to try to keep me down? Because I'm literally like a viral sensation. Like I've been overseas. I'm an international sensation. I have fans overseas. I have fans in China. I have fans in Australia. I have fans in New Zealand. You see what I'm saying? I got fans in America because that's where I'm from. So it's like I'm international. So like I am a big deal. Don't let the numbers and all that shit fool you. My videos help a lot of people. I make good content. You see what I'm saying? So you know they took my channel and my other backup channel, then doing all these things to deliberately sabotage me. This shit is happening deliberately, and people can't see it because they either a part of it or they just dumb, deaf, and blind and asleep. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand what's really going on. You see, so yeah, man, this shit is crazy, but that's just a little bit about that. Now, why I say all that is because this made me qualified for what's going on because I've been through this myself. And I'm gonna be honest with you, all this stuff that's going on in the NBA, I said this in a couple of videos back, probably been a week now, but I said this. If, like I said, if you've been paying attention and you really understand this information, I got a fat ass Scooby Dooby Doo. You feel me? You know. But like I said, if you've been paying attention to the videos and been following my content, especially if you know about what's really going on in the industry, you know I created the blood sacrifice movement. Yes, it's me, King 603 Joey. You know what I'm saying? Radio Joe 13, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Yes, same person, no clone. Huh? I know somebody gonna say, "What, you just at the clone lab?" No. Funny shit, right? But anyway, so I'm qualified to say all this shit because, like I said, I'm a psionic. I'm psychic. I know what's going on. Like a lot of other people, the same way. They just don't know like the words to describe what they going through, what they feeling, but they know something ain't right. They know something going on. They can see the same shit. They just can't explain it. I can't explain it because I've been through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Not to this level, but yeah. So gambling in the NBA and sports has always been a thing. It's always been a thing. This shit been going back since horse betting. You know what I'm saying? Gambling is legal, especially if you of age, but it's illegal when you start to purposely rig it. It's called fascism, organized sports, where people deliberately, you know, set shit up, even though they really playing the game, but people really set shit up behind a thing to make shit happen purposely. And you like, why the fuck are these niggas calling these calls? Why are these niggas doing that? Why they missing their shots? Or why they making every shot so good and all this shit, blah, 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 blah. Why the refs not really calling no fouls and all that shit? Because it's deliberately they all in on this scandal, this ring. And come to find out, You know, it all started with Gilbert Arenas, you know, in Encino, California. That's like LA County. That's like right around the way from where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing a little gambling shit in his own mansion. You know what I'm saying? But you got to remember, Gilbert Arenas, shout out to Gilbert, you know, he is a NBA legend. You know what I'm saying? He played for the Washington Wizards. He got a profound NBA story as well. But you got to remember, he was in the NBA. He's an NBA Hall of Famer. So he ain't in the NBA no more. That don't mean that he don't have friends that's still connected to the NBA, and he's obviously still connected to the NBA because he's in the Hall of Fame. He's an NBA, you know, All-Star and all that shit. So his name is still connected to the NBA, whether he's playing or not. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that his house got raided or whatever the case may be, and the police arrested him, I mean, he bonded out, I think, and you know, arrested him. You got to remember, it wasn't the end of that. People thought that was the end of that, or they thought he snitched and all that. He even did a podcast and say he did snitch, and I know for a fact that he didn't snitch because how the feds work is, okay, they arrested him for that, and they know, damn, he a big NBA player. We know he making millions of dollars. He had a good career. I know he ain't spend all that shit like that, but it's easier said than done. It's easy to spend millions of dollars, especially when you just not being frugal with your money. You just, you know what I'm saying? You can spend that shit. Not saying he did or whatever, but you know, some NBA players trying to figure out ways to make the same amount of money in just a less amount of time, like millions of dollars in a less amount of time. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's stupid because you know if you just just do your career and all that shit, and you gonna have that same amount of money in your paycheck in 1 year. Yeah, you gotta do the work and all that, but you still got the fame. You got all these endorsements. Damn near all your other shit is free. Living, travel, all that shit. All you gotta do is play basketball. Whether you good in that, because you already signed the contract. You see what I'm saying? So that's stupid. But come to find out, I just seen the news earlier today, probably like an hour ago. No, last night I seen the news. The real reason why LeBron James was retiring early from the Lakers and everybody thought it was this, they thought it was that. I told you it had something to do with Kobe. And I'm finna tie all this shit back to Kobe and why Kobe ended up dying. Watch. Yeah, nigga, that's why they been trying to sacrifice me. That's why they been trying to kill me. That's why they been trying to take my channels. Because I'm the truth. I speak that real shit. Huh? They don't want to hear that. Now look, check this shit out, right? So, LeBron James was trying to retire early. We thought it was because of this. We thought it was because of that. The whole time he was trying to retire early because he knew a lot of this information was about to come out that they was going to get busted, etc., etc. Or he was trying to avoid the fact of getting busted and trying to stay below the radar about retiring early, but it all backfired because, like I said, it all was a chain reaction after Gilbert Arenas got caught. And they started looking into other shit that's going on in the NBA, and they found that. But like I told you, if you've been paying attention to me, I've been in Hollywood before, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've done millions of views, you know what I'm saying? Hundreds of thousands of views on one video altogether. All my videos, 2.8 million views, plus all my other channels, probably damn like 5-6 million views. I've been around the world, not to every damn country, but I've been around the world and stuff like that, so I know what I'm talking about. So, you know, you gotta remember, celebrities hang with other celebrities, especially if they popular. Like LeBron James, yeah, he an NBA basketball player. He got friends in the NBA and all that shit, but you don't think he got other friends that's actors, actresses, rappers, and shit like that? Yes, they do. NBA players hang out with actors and actresses and rappers and all that shit all the time. It happens all the time because, like I told you, music, sports, movies, all that shit is in the entertainment industry. It's all in one category. It's just different subcategories. Entertainment is the main category, the subcategory, sports. The other category, music, movies. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's entertainment, but it's different subcategories. Does that make sense? You see what I'm saying? So, with Nealon going through what he went through and just all of a sudden killing himself, the police had nothing, didn't even arrest the dude yet or nothing. He just got into a chase with them. Obviously, he knew when he would get caught or whatever, it was going to be a chain reaction and stuff like that. But it's already crazy because the fact that he even killed himself, that even is a bigger red flag because you got to think about it. This dude just scored a major play a couple days before all this. You know, highlight reel all over TV. Dude signed a $6.8 million deal. Pretty sure he got an advance off that. Young dude, like 24, 26. fuck all the CTE shit. I get all that, but you got all that money, you can always seek therapy and counseling. I get it. Some people don't want to do all that, but that's bullshit. You see what I'm saying? You got all this money. You can seek therapy and counseling. You can. You know what I'm saying? And people just don't. You know, people just don't. You know, they just don't, or whatever the case may be. So the fact that Nealon killed himself like that, I know for a fact, even though the information didn't come out yet, I know for a fact that that is weird, that is strange, that is odd. Dude got all this money, he's just gonna kill himself like that because he's involved into something deeper. And ever since that happened, there's been a snowball effect. Now they just said they found the Cleveland Guardians, and listen to the name, Cleveland Guardians. They baseball players, but who they connected to? LeBron James, because LeBron James from Akron, Ohio, and Akron, Ohio is damn near like 20, 30 minutes away from Cleveland. And I lived in Cleveland for 8 months back in like 2017 to 2018. You see what I'm saying? I went to Job Corps out there, Coit Road. You see what I'm saying? So I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So the fact that the Cleveland Guardians and all this shit just got caught, and this MLB, now that's finna be a snowball effect on what's going on in NLB. They finna find motion in NFL, blah blah blah, etc. etc. Boom! All of a sudden now LeBron James got caught up in this scandal, and like I said, where LeBron James from? Even though he played for the Lakers, where he from? Cleveland, Akron. Akron is like 20, 30 minutes from Cleveland. Right, like I said, I know what the fuck I'm talking about, boy. Stop playing, man. Let's just stop playing, bro. I know what I'm talking about. Now for to put the cherry on top. So that's the real reason why Kobe had to die. That's the real reason why Kobe had to get out the way and die, because other NBA basketball players been running this idea past Kobe for the last couple years. Kobe wasn't really with it, but you know, Kobe a real champion. He really know how to win, stuff like that. You know, he probably gambled and shit like that, but you know, he probably gambled the legitimate way and didn't do all the extra shit, rigging in and shit. So that's when LeBron James came in to take Kobe's place. And like I said, before Kobe got on that helicopter in 2020 and died, who was the last person who shook his hand? LeBron James. And then all of a sudden, LeBron James go to the Lakers after Kobe been dead for some years, because it was a ritual, a switch of places ritual. So LeBron James could become the new Kobe Bryant, so to speak. And he was going to carry out the will of what the NBA or whatever, all these other people, these occults and these, you know, these street organizations and stuff like that, mafia, etc., what they wanted them to do. And that's why LeBron played a significant role, because everybody else was in on the sports gambling shit. They just needed Kobe to get on board, but Kobe didn't want to get on board, so that's why they killed Kobe and his daughter and all them other people. So rest in peace to them. But this is 100% facts. Psychic information combined with real physical facts. You know what I'm saying? You do the math to tell me. I know what I'm talking about. Wake the damn up. More videos coming soon. Fuck Satan. Fuck all his minions. Gang, bitch. Don't get stepped over for Jesus Christ.